This is what it's come to in Ivory Coast. They used to call this place an economic miracle. Now bodies litter the boulevards. The French don't want this fight, but they are slowly being sucked into it. This is how they're moving about Abidjan now. What was once a political standoff a week ago is now looking like Africa's latest civil war in a former French colony that was once so prosperous. The French army is struggling to support Alassane Ouattara, the man who won the election amid escalating violence. This French commander explains that after mortar shells fell on his ambassador's residence, his troops, supported by helicopters, had no choice but to strike back. The French blame Gbagbo's side, who in turn deny they're the aggressor. Next door to the French embassy, Laurent Gbagbo remains holed up in a bunker underneath the presidential palace, refusing to concede defeat in November's election. Ivory Coast's border has been sealed to visitors since Tuesday. Although some locals are being allowed in, many more are coming out. We tried approaching the frontier at Alubo in Ghana, crossing the river Tanoi. We weren't allowed to film as Gbagbo militia aggressively told us to leave.
So this is as far as we're being allowed towards the border of Ivory Coast. It's pretty, what looks like fairly lawless over the other side, with a bunch of uniformed gunmen who we understand are with Laurent Gbagbo.
Those without guns later agreed to talk. These men are defiant, angry and insistent that Gbagbo remains and always will be president. And this is where some of those fleeing the fighting have ended up. Ampang Camp in Ghana already has nearly 3,000 people, mostly women and children. Bloedlina fled here from Abidjan with her family. She says people were killed, people's heads were cut off. She says there were massacres, rapes and everything, so it's better to leave so they can't kill you. Here, childhood is a luxury in short supply, as even the very youngest Ivory Coast refugees struggle to make a new home. They've already been here weeks. Who knows how long they'll stay? Dan Rivers, CNN, on the Ghanaian-Ivorian border.